The early years of a child's life are incredibly important. They're more than just a time of play or growth. They're the foundation for everything that comes later. From mental health to emotional resilience, from cognitive skills to our ability to form relationships, childhood plays a huge role in shaping our future. But what does it really mean to have a healthy childhood, and how does it affect us as we grow up? In this video, we'll look at the critical role that a healthy childhood plays in shaping a child's future, looking at perspectives from both psychology and sociology, and how trauma can have a lasting impact on development. The importance of a healthy childhood. Psychologists have long emphasized the importance of the early years for mental and emotional development. It is during this time that children begin to build their sense of trust, security, and self-worth, which are fundamental to their well-being later in life. Erik Erikson, one of the most influential psychologists of the 20th century, developed a theory called the stages of psychosocial development, which shows how experiences in early childhood affect how we cope with life's challenges. A nurturing environment in childhood doesn't just help children feel safe and loved, it builds resilience. When children have supportive adults, access to quality education, and a stable environment, they grow up with greater self-confidence and adaptability. This means they are more likely to cope with adversity as they grow older and become more independent as adults. The role of social structures. While psychology helps us to understand individual experience, sociologists such as Emil Durkheim provide a broader lens by showing us the importance of social structures and cultural norms. Durkheim highlighted the role of institutions such as the family, school, and community in shaping how children understand their place in society. These social structures provide the framework through which children understand how to interact with others, what is expected of them, and how they see their own role in society. When children grow up in an environment of poverty, neglect, or social instability, these social structures fail to provide the necessary support. The impact of trauma on children. Traumatic experiences, whether of abuse, neglect, or witnessing violence, can have profound effects on a child's emotional, cognitive, and physical development. Neuropsychologist Bessel van der Kolk, a leading expert on trauma, explains that early traumatic experiences can literally change the structure of the brain. Areas of the brain responsible for emotion regulation, memory, and learning can be affected, making it difficult for the child to process emotions, form healthy relationships, or concentrate on their studies. In essence, trauma disrupts the normal functioning of the brain and rewires it in ways that make it harder for children to navigate the world around them. Sociological and psychological perspectives on trauma. Psychologists and sociologists alike have studied how childhood trauma can disrupt a person's sense of self and their ability to form a coherent life story. Sociologist Kathy Caruth, for example, notes how trauma can cause a rupture in the way individuals experience time. Traumatic memories often resurface unpredictably, and the inability to make sense of these experiences can prevent children from forming a clear narrative of their lives. This can affect their identity, making it difficult to understand who they are, where they come from, and how they relate to others. Psychologist Judith Herman, who specializes in trauma and recovery, points out that trauma can lead to feelings of shame, guilt, and mistrust. Traumatized children often struggle with emotional regulation, which can make it difficult for them to form healthy relationships. They may also develop unhealthy coping mechanisms, such as substance abuse or self-harm, to deal with overwhelming emotions. The importance of a healthy childhood in shaping a child's future cannot be overstated. The good news is that, with the right support, many children can heal and thrive after experiencing trauma. Investing in a child's well-being during these formative years is not just about helping them grow. It is about ensuring a healthier, more resilient society in the future.